Picture this, it's a regular Tuesday morning, you're sipping on your coffee ready to start your day. Suddenly your phone buzzes, it's your bank, the message, sorry, all services are currently unavailable. Imagine the initial shock, the disbelief. This isn't just your bank, it's every bank, every credit union, every financial institution across the globe. The very systems we've come to rely on for our daily transactions, our livelihoods, our futures, are suddenly, inexplicably, offline. Picture the world as it grapples with this new reality. Think about the immediate response, the first wave of panic that sweeps through cities, countries, continents, the confusion that follows as people scramble to understand what's happening. The fear that sets in when it's clear this isn't a temporary glitch but a complete and total shutdown, an unprecedented global standstill. Visualize the impact on a personal level. The inability to access your money, to pay for groceries, to fill up your car, to cover your bills. The unsettling realization that you can't even check your account balance. The frustration, the helplessness, the mounting anxiety as you wonder how long this could last. Now consider the bigger picture, the businesses that can't operate without a functioning financial system. The stock market's frozen in time. The potential for widespread economic instability. The ripple effects are endless, the consequences immeasurable. In this sudden, shocking scenario, our financial systems, the lifeblood of our society, have come to a screeching halt. A world without money movement. A day when the hustle and bustle of commerce, trade and finance simply stopped. A day the world stood still. But this is just the beginning. The first chapter in a larger, more complex story. A story of a world thrust into chaos, of systems disrupted, of a society on the brink. A story that begs the question, when our financial systems stop, when the lifeblood of our society halts, what happens next? With the financial systems down, the dominoes start to fall. One by one, every aspect of our lives is affected. Let's picture this. Imagine waking up one day to find your bank account inaccessible. You can't pay your bills, buy groceries, or even fill up your car. Your credit cards are useless pieces of plastic. The ATMs? They're nothing more than metal boxes. This is the immediate impact on personal finances, but it doesn't stop there. This cyber apocalypse reverberates through every corner of our lives. It reaches businesses, big and small. Payrolls can't be processed, leaving employees unpaid. Supply chains are disrupted as transactions freeze, halting production lines and leaving store shelves empty. And the stock markets? They crash. With trading platforms offline, stocks and shares become meaningless concepts, leading to a spiral of panic and uncertainty. People's life savings, pensions and investments evaporate into thin air. Businesses, once pillars of the economy, crumble under the weight of this financial blackout. The domino effect doesn't stop at the borders of our nations. It's a global catastrophe. International trade grinds to a halt as payment systems fail. Economies, once interlinked and interdependent, collapse into themselves. Countries that were once prosperous are plunged into widespread poverty. The world as we know it changes overnight. But the real tragedy lies not in the immediate chaos but in the long-term effects. The job losses, the bankruptcies, the homes lost. The societal fabric that holds us together starts to unravel. Trust in the systems we've built over centuries erodes, replaced by fear and uncertainty. In this dystopian scenario, the dominoes keep falling, each one triggering the next, creating a cascade of events that leads us into a world of chaos. A world where the digital lifelines we've come to rely on are severed, leaving us adrift. As the dominoes fall, we're left in a world of chaos. But how did we get here? What caused this cyber apocalypse? To understand the origin of this cyber apocalypse, we must first understand the systems that were targeted. Our financial systems, with their complex interlinked networks, are a marvel of modern technology. They enable us to make a purchase with a swipe of a card, transfer funds with a few taps on our smartphones, and trade stocks from the comfort of our homes. But these conveniences also come with vulnerabilities. Each transaction we make, each dollar we transfer, each stock we buy or sell, all these operations depend on a vast and intricate digital infrastructure. This infrastructure is like a gigantic multi-layered web. If a fault occurs in one part of the web, it can ripple across the entire network, causing widespread disruption. Now imagine if these vulnerabilities were exploited deliberately. A group of skilled hackers, for instance, could infiltrate these systems, paralyzing banks, disrupting online transactions, and freezing stock markets. This would not just be an inconvenience, it would be catastrophic. It would mean no access to money, no ability to buy or sell goods, no way to do business. But it's not just hackers we need to worry about. Terrorists looking to destabilize economies could also target these systems. And then there's the possibility of a simple glitch, an error in the code that underpins our financial systems, causing a meltdown. These are not just hypothetical scenarios, they are real and present dangers. Our financial systems, for all their sophistication and convenience, are not impervious to threats. They can be targeted, they can be breached, and they can fail. We've seen the chaos, the devastation, but is there a way out? Can we rebuild and recover? As we navigate through this digital storm, it's crucial to remember that with every crisis comes an opportunity for change, for growth, for resilience. But that's a story for another scene. Stay tuned. In the aftermath of the cyber apocalypse, recovery isn't just necessary, it's crucial. But how do we rebuild an entire financial system from scratch? The first step is to understand that the financial system as we knew it has forever changed. Relying on the old centralized systems would be a grave mistake. It's like building a house on quicksand. We need a solid, unshakable foundation, and that's where decentralized systems come into play. Just imagine a financial system where no single entity holds all the power. A system where every transaction is transparent yet secure. That's the magic of decentralization. It's the cornerstone of blockchain technology, which has the potential to revolutionize our financial future. By integrating blockchain into the rebuilding process, we can create a system that's not just resilient but also equitable, providing everyone with fair access to financial services. But we can't stop there. Even the most secure systems can be breached. That's why we need to beef up our security measures. Think two-factor authentication, biometric security, AI-driven threat detection, and more. It's about creating multiple layers of protection, so even if one is breached, the others stand firm. Now, this is no small task. It requires resources, expertise, and most importantly, international cooperation. In the face of a global crisis, we must set aside our differences and work together. It's about pooling our resources, sharing our knowledge, and collectively building a financial system that can withstand even the most sophisticated cyber attacks. And here's the silver lining. In the wake of such devastation, there's an opportunity for innovation. The cyber apocalypse has forced us to rethink our approach to financial systems. It's sparked a wave of creativity and innovation that could lead to a more robust, more resilient financial future. The road to recovery is long and hard, but it's not impossible. In the face of devastation, we find innovation and resilience. And that's the key. With resilience, we can not only recover from the cyber apocalypse, but also build a financial system that's better than ever before. The cyber apocalypse is a wake-up call. It's a lesson about our vulnerabilities and our resilience. It's a stark reminder of how reliant we've become on digital systems, and how this reliance can become our Achilles heel. We learned that a robust security system is not a luxury, but a necessity. It's not enough to have a lock on the door. We need to have a guard at the gate, a watchman on the walls, and a plan in place for when those defenses fail. Our financial systems, our businesses, our personal data, these aren't just numbers on a screen, they're the lifeblood of our society. Protecting them isn't just about preventing inconvenience, it's about safeguarding our way of life. We also learned the importance of backup systems. When digital systems fail, we need a lifeline. We need analog systems that can step in when the digital ones falter. We need paper records, physical cash, and people who know how to use them. We learned that in a world of ones and zeros, there's still value in pen and paper. The cyber apocalypse taught us the value of diversification, not just in our investments, but in our assets. It's not enough to have all our money in the bank, we need to have some of it in our pockets. We need to have assets that can't be wiped out with a keystroke, assets that can't be reached by a hacker on the other side of the world. And perhaps most importantly, we learned the importance of individual preparedness. We learned that when systems fail, the ones who survive are the ones who are ready, the ones who have a plan, who have supplies, who know what to do when the lights go out. In the end, the cyber apocalypse isn't just a story of devastation, but a story of resilience. It's a story of how, even in the face of chaos, we find a way to adapt and survive.